Very good evening.
What's the highest peak in India?
Is Mount Everest is the in India it is Mount Challange. K2 is the world's. What is India का पूछा? Check we'll check it.
Sir Google में K2 था.
Sir textbook में Kanchenjunga.
Kanchenjunga is officially, but K2 is one of the tallest. But Kanchenjunga. We'll double check. But as far as my knowledge goes, it is Kanchenjunga. It's okay. We'll double check it. What in UK case was it? School case. Acha, they don't give you what we give you, na? Solutions that they don't provide you. Okay. Climate we have completed. Don't give me a. Today, where is your partners? Late. After climate, did I start with economics or economics only? People as a resource?
Yes.
I think I have done considerable part of this portion. Yes or no? Check in your notebook. Did I do unemployment with you?
Quality of population was the last thing.
Okay, but unemployment is written?
No.
Then write directly because that is very important. Unemployment. Write the definition. It is a situation, it is an economic situation. It is an economic situation in which a person is first, don't write first, you write able. Who is it? Once after me is not allowed. Violate. Oi, who's this? Aishwarya, क्या हो गया? Okay, personal issue. Physical and mental. Physical and mental fitness qualified. You write skilled or educated. Okay, this is very important, that concept. And has the will to work and has the will to work. Say ready to work. Let me put the cross marks. Has the will to work. Yeah. Why? I said why wait? How would I? There is a battlefield out here. You sleep in the come. But still unable to find a productive job. Rucha, come along with that same bag. You did see what did you do with me? Come with the same bag, go behind and come. He saw that. You bumped me. No, I won't. Now let me see the students. Go once again. What is this? When you are going, at least don't bump in their bag there. है ना? मतलब अभी तक नींद से जागी नहीं. Now there's no rainfall. Today I thought you guys will promise me nobody will.
Sir, I am
To whom? To whom? Okay, good. And you are only lucky. That's good, but Hannah, we'll try to see that will be minimum. School exams done?
Yes, that will be.
Which paper? Today was the 16th. Oh, you and she's in last today.
Today was the last paper.
And it was paper.
Yes.
Did anybody got the question paper?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have. So very easy. Okay.
So
We will discuss the paper. Wait. Not now. At the end of the class. How many paper sheets are you? Certain sheets. Everyone have copied down?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Now, who after reading this line says yes, it is absolutely right? So today late arrivals will be put to more pressure. Am I correct? The first late arrival is Aishwarya. I've copied them. Out of the others, now who tell me, is this definition right for you?
Employment is also different in different situations because there's people who are disguised unemployed.
That's a different type of
Yeah, but
unemployment.
there's also I forgot the names, but we did this in school today. So
Today only.
Yeah.
How did you
finished the
forget?
chapter. No, there was like open unemployed, voluntary unemployed.
That's types of unemployment.
Yeah.
Cyclical, technical, educated, structural, frictional.
Yeah.
ये सब कुछ नहीं सीखा.
Huh?
Good one. Rucha. She is still copying. What is it? Now, what do you feel? Is this the right one? ये जरा ऑन कर दो. इधर से आ जा. यार इसमें क्या? अच्छा ठीक है. My small brother. The Americans call everyone brother. Suddenly वो मम्मी से बात कर रहा है, brother. I'm your mother. Okay, brother. Okay, brother. So who's the brother next? No brother, no brother. Only sisters. Yes, brother. No brother. No, right, no brother. Hey, Rucha, brother. Got a brother sleep? When you are going, at least take care. मुझे थोड़ा सा जोर से लगा. नहीं उतना नहीं, थोड़ा सा ही. क्यों आके देख रहे हैं? चलो, वो छोटी बच्ची है. चलो. Come on, who can tell me? Come on, quickly.
Yes, sir, it is correct.
It is correct. But मैंने इतना wrong लगा था.
But still it is correct.
Bring it in up. It is a wonderful legal serial, I think, related to lawyers. A mad lawyer ethics serial. Serial is similar. It's in Geo cinema. What's it? And you will love it. Mad lawyer. Second season has started. Seems to be good to those who are interested in pursuing a law. You can understand law.
So it is a criminal law case.
Not a criminal justice. वो हस्ता पे चलता था ना, वो तुझे बोला ना मैंने, वो नहीं, ये थोड़ा डिफरेंट है, but अच्छा है, mad lawyer. And MAD, no, the lady, the girl who is active, she has done a pretty good work. Now look here, this is a serious scenario for a country like India. We have majority of the people who are educated, as she was trying to tell me, they do not find a job which is equivalent to that job. When I see, I'm a qualified teacher, but I'm working as a clerk. Then I say I am not employed. In fact, I am underemployed. You accept this word? What does underemployed means? Below to my qualification. The one thing that you will ask me, sir, at least you are getting a payment. At least you are doing a job. Definitely, I'm getting a payment. I'm doing a job, but I can contribute more. My skills are underused? Is my skills underused? Yes. So there are two things in economics. We always say optimum utilization. Heard the word optimum? It will flow into my mouth. I haven't heard this word.
Only heard.
What is it?
Only heard.
Only heard. Anybody tell me the meaning of the word optimum?
Ideal.
No. It's maximum. Or I can use the word fullest. I think the best example in Maharashtra I can give, when you go to a sugarcane juice wala. How brutally. Somebody will, she's demonstrating. First the sugarcane goes very happily in. And he will pull very happily. Second time also little bit happily. Next अब लेके भैया रहने दो, तुम रुको और 4 ग्लास निकालेगा. What does it mean? I am putting it to the maximum. So whenever we are saying unemployment, there are 3 things you should see. Is a person able? Ableness in 2 aspects, physically and mentally. Is physical and mental fitness very important? Yes. Next to that, thank you. Next to that, the qualification. I always feel qualification doesn't mean my degree. It might be my training. It might be my skill. Am I using the right word here? or it might be educated as well. And the most important where you and me do not, what? What I should have do not complete the statement. Rucha will do it. Do not sleep here. Do not fit here. Correct, Anna? Sir, I want to work, but feel like kya jaldi aaram se kare. I am able, I am qualified. But the most important, do you have the will to work? Correct? Then also, the cross section is that only. You are unable to find, I use the right word. Which job? Come on, everyone. Come on, read that line silently and tell me without saying. Okay. So it's a very simple term, but I made my best effort to put it in your brain. So now, even in the 11th hour of your sleep, you should not forget this. Is the scholar society colonialism started in school and class? History. Rise of Hitler, socialism in Europe.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Socialism in Europe.
Done?
Done.
French Revolution.
Yes.
What's the immediate cause for the French Revolution?
That increasing of the tax.
Absolutely wrong. Storming of Barcelona.
Say English. Yeah.
Immediate, na? They went in to release 19 or 9 prisoners, but there were only 9 prisoners. 7 prisoners, but they took a lot of arms and ammunition. Come on, let's start with the meaning without saying. You have to tell exactly. Look at the board and say what is it. Who's that? Who's it? And Smith.
It is an economic situation in which a person is able, physical, and mental.
Able, physical, mental. You are making a cocktail of them. Yes, at least one little child is nothing.
I learned it just
Then tell me that
which part? The whole thing?
and species.
Sir, you are really audible from there.
I'm not audible.
Yeah.
Then you come to the person.
No.
Come here. No. I'm very comfortable. Come here. Come here. Only for today. Because my throat has some internal confusion. Eyes with us. Nobody. Come on.
Okay, just tell me what I have to say.
No, I said with the definition. What? Suddenly you go for a sleep
Oh,
or
which part?
she's going to vomit to me. What? Say quickly.
It is an economic situation in which a person is able into us.
Actually, I
It's
come
physical and mental.
With your back.
Qualified.
देखो, if you are unable to tell what is there in the bracket, na, even these three is enough. This is for your extra meaning I'm giving. While writing, you write it. If a person is able, qualified, and has the will to work, but unable to find a productive job, that situation is unemployment. Is it as simple as this? Rucha will repeat. You look great here, Aishwarya. You look great. So thank you. Never change that. Here only. What she's doing meditation.
It's an economic situation in which a person
That she'll blink the eyes.
has. It is an economic situation in which a person is able, by physical and mental means,
It's here.
qualified.
Why do you look at
I'm
the?
trying to do it by my
Why look at the problems? There's nothing
Because
there.
I'm trying to do it by
You look at here.
But I want to do it by
You want to see it here.
qualified skills and education. And education.
No, you said uneducation.
So you're just not able to hear me.
So more important that you come here. Okay, last person.
No, I want to see
It is an economic condition in which a person is able, qualified, and able to work, but not able to find a productive job.
Complete.
it is an economic situation in which a person is able, qualified, and has the will to work but unable to find a
That's it. It should be like an arrow. You know, when you shoot an arrow, does it stop in one place? It goes zoom, is it? So आप लोग का word play. You are 10 times you are stopping. An arrow will turn back and come. Well, let's proceed with the reading. Is there any two volumes? Any two volume with you guys? Give me one. By the time we brings it, will take your up. Sure. It's on page number 14, not 14, I think. It is page number 151. Did you see? Unemployment involves open bracket. The situation when people who are willing to work at the going wages. What is the meaning of the word going wages? They only write current wages. Current wages. Current wages. You have basically changed. He had gone crazy actually. Last year was quite okay, I think. When he was out, gone down. Going wages, you write current wages. But can't find a job. Who is said to be unemployed? Underline only the words. Workforce population includes, underline, from 15 to 59 years. Now, why they are using the word 15 to 59 years? Above 15, you are said to be a legal. 59 years after that, you retire. After 60, you remain jobless, you are not to be counted. Now, you are not to be counted. I think nobody has said 15, is it? All are 14 club members. Okay. A person can be said to be unemployed when he or she in this age group, underline, is willing to work but can't find jobs. Did we cover up everything in one line? Last line. Children and senior citizens, underline, do not fall. Women working with, underline, domestic demand are not willing to work outside the domestic, cannot be called unemployed. In fact, India is one country where women do a lot of work, both in the house and both outside. What she is doing within the house, it's not to be considered a job. Why? She is not paid for it. Whatever she is doing or he is doing, it's our domestic chores. You understand? Chores, CH. Or chores, not chores. 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 She is correct. Let's proceed with the types of unemployment. Put this heading in your notebook, everyone. Make it one side rural, make it other side urban. This also I also draw it for you. Unemployment types. Okay. On one side rural, on other side urban. Rural, urban. Here we have two. Who is talking? Small class, but this is seasonal, and here we have disguise. Urban normally educated. These are all unemployment, huh? If you don't want to write from there, you can directly copy from there. Urban cities, rural is villages. Aishwarya was expected to complete the notebook 4 weeks before. What? Not completed, is it? Shall I send you a small letter to the parents? I hope she has completed. There is a PTM next month, and for last so many years it has been online, but this time we are holding offline, I think. So we can meet your producers and directors with the product together. Okay. After that only you will come to know you are the main product or the byproduct. What Gauri thinks? Really? Then I'm giving the police and the van there and the FIR ready. The moment you leave, the FIR is copied. Where did you leave? Where did you leave?
Leave one.
Is it FIR to be filed then? Okay, let's understand this. Rural unemployment, everybody knows normally it is in the village. Seasonal, which one? It is normally agricultural unemployment. Whenever we have rain, we will have job. In the absence of rain, this guys, again, you don't write agriculture, you write only primary sector. Educated, just 1 minute. You write cities. Industrial, you write towns. Where it is more observed, towns. Yes.
My teacher used the example of painters for seasonal.
Which example?
The house painter.
If he is painting for a job, painting for hours of work, he is into it. If he is just doing pastime, free time, then मतलब क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में बैठे बैठे कुछ काम TP, that's not included. If I am a singer, I sing it for my just fun and enjoyment. No, but if I sing it by taking some charges from him, the thing why me 1 hour this much he is going to pay, then that will be included in activity. Correct? Okay. So is this very clear? I'm just proceeding with it. India is a developing country and our country is not underlined, entirely industrialized. Ours is a rural economy, still depends underlined more on agriculture. Go to the next slide. The nature of unemployed differs. Underlined word differs. In case of rural, that we have already done. Urban, that we have already done. Seasonal happens when, open bracket, people are not able to find jobs during some months of the year, close bracket. Only under an agriculture, it is seasonal. In rural sector, no need. There are certain busy seasons. Underline the word busy. Open bracket. Sowing, harvesting, weeding, crushing is done. Hey, what is weeding? Weeding.
So that
Good farmers behind you. So shall we go this is the thing? But where is the bear? I'll find the one and he is the laughing. He will do the flowing and there he will fall. He will come out. If we are then she will be the person who is cutting business. And what Rucha will do? She will do anything but not farming. What Aishwarya will do in farming?
I'm not farming.
You are not farming. What will you do in farming? How will I sit on you and do the farming? What's it? What will you like to do? She takes a camera and sit away and take the pictures.
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
No.
And what Hussein will do? Bus. That's what shows his build and muscular bodies. Boxer. The seasonal character in agriculture underline leads to seasonal unemployment. Disguise a situation. Can you see where people appear to be employed more than the requirement? I'll give it this one. This type of employment offers low wages, underline low wages, and workers don't contribute. Now let me tell you with an example. I'm saying there is a farm. Generally, in this farm size, there are 10 farmers who are employed. Correct? And let's put an quantity. They are producing 100 kg of rice. Up till here, it is okay. Still, there is a lot of unemployment. We are adding more 5 farmers. How many farmers? 80. But the product is again 100 kg of rice. Now, what will you call this extra 5 farmers to be? Disguisedly unemployed. I think better example, you in front of your parent. Books are open. And bacha is doing a math book in a reverse formula. बाहर से book उल्टा है. And Papa says, बेटा क्या कर रहा है कबड्डी? Math. And Papa goes inside and comes. बेटा क्या कर रहा है? Again math. No, you kept the book reverse. Acha, I'm so sorry. Papa, you don't know nowadays the zamana is ulta.
Sir, alphabets are 7.
बस ये देखो ये उल्टा ही करता लगता है. हाँ. I heard majority of the students put some eardrums into their drums, and the music on and the hand is on.
Sir, but
Only when I notes.
Why?
Sir, more than
Without that, will you not write?
Sir, it is given.
So I call all those people as Basanti. You know what is the dialogue of the Basanti movie? जब तक म्यूजिक चलेगा मेरा हाथ चलेगा. Music बंद, हाथ को काट दो. नहीं होगा, but I'm just saying. Try to remove that habit, man. That is, I feel, I don't know, maybe good or may not be. Now again.
She's not letting me try.
She, brother, mother.
She's not letting me try.
Today we are celebrating Brothers Day. Oh, brother. Then everybody is doing that. What I should do? What is it? What did I say just now?
Mother.
No, brother. So now you understood these extra 5 farmers, why they are called as disguise, because they are not adding to the total production. That is why. But how can we identify? It is very difficult. I mean, majority people are in India only act like working, but they will not work. बेचारा जो रियल काम कर रहा है उसको बोलेगा तू काम क्यों नहीं कर तो भाई साहब पिछले अच्छा the other person who is seeming to be working he will come out of this mud and smell काम कुछ नहीं किया शायद उधर लेट के ऐसा 2 राउंड मार के आया भाई साहब आ जाना क्यों बिना काम के कितना एक्टिंग करना पड़ता है. So we always believe this is a real trouble for a country like India. अभी समझा what is disguise? Write in your notebook. Disguised unemployment. Is that unemployment? Oh my God, there's one long hair. DNA has to be done. This लड़की का है. I hope God is Pradhan. Huh? Sure. You just came and put it down. Right up. Is that an employment in which a laborer seems to be working? In which a laborer, careful with the spelling laborer, seems to be working outwardly. Outwardly. How do you spell outward and then ly? Outwardly. Without adding to the total production. Outwardly, without adding to the total production. Without adding to the total production. Full stop. Normally observed in primary or agricultural sector. Normally observed in primary or agricultural sector.
Without adding to the
Observed in primary. What are you asking?
What is after without added?
Total production. You are so slow. Be quick.
Normally observed in primary.
Today brother day is not good. Hey, कुछ भी बोलते हैं. Okay. How many of you know that India is going to try third attempt? So you should wish good luck to ISRO. India is planning a satellite which is next time be careful. She is having protective. It sometimes goes into what happens. Third time India is going to set a satellite to moon, and this should be a successful Chandrayaan. And I hope we wish a good luck to the Indian scientists. And 14th to 19th is the due date. Normally 14th हो जाना चाहिए. अगर climate खराब हुआ तो MI. Please watch it live. You will be enjoying the ISRO. ISRO is 14th of July this month. And please watch it. I remember last year when 2022. Remember, Mr. Modi was present inside. It was late night, 1:23. The rover almost landed. Only 2 minutes ka time tha. And it pumped up and everything went into flames. And you could see that Mr. K7, he was a senior most scientist, he was crying. And it is a very emotional scene. Mr. Modi was there. I hope this time, if he's free, definitely. You guys please watch it live because they counted, already countdown is on. And this is the first time they are using that cryogenic engine of American made. And it's a very powerful engine. As I explain it, let that satellite go. No, we will see how the two rocket, additional one, cryogenic engine, so satellite come better at the top man. So we go to that this area, Nehru Science Center. Anji? I didn't study, but definitely I want to be a part of it. But I want you to be someone taking a lead from me and maybe God can push me from behind like he pushed me directly into the case. What's it? But government of India has an age criteria, ना? They put it कि इतना एज में आपको ये एग्जाम देना है, उसके बाद क्वालिफाइड, उसके बाद 4 साल का ट्रेनिंग है. They send it to NASA also. Our engineers are. Did you not watch that Madhavan's movie, Rocketry movie? Rocketry movie नहीं देखा है?
Yes, sir.
So please watch it. That's a true story of a Madhavan Nair. He's a living legend in India. Rocketry is the movie. वो भी Jio Cinema में है. It's a nice little movie where they show how Indian scientists were jeopardized by American fellows. बहुत अच्छा movie है. I watched it live in theaters because I want to see how good is the movie. Chalo, let's proceed. Everyone have written? Shall we? Chalo. Where are we? Season हो गया, disguise हो गया. In rural areas, you read it silently, you understand. Educated unemployment and going in. In urban areas, educated unemployment has become underlined, a common phenomenon. Page number 152, undereducated. Did everybody find it?
Yes, sir.
Third one. Many youth will underline matriculation and post-graduation. Hey, what is matriculation? 10th and 12th generally. What did she say? Oh, Richa becomes very talented. A study showed that unemployment of graduate and postgraduate is increased. I'll tell you very simple statistics. This year, Mumbai University, for example, 10 lakh students passed. It's more than 10 lakhs. The jobs which are getting ready is close to 1,000. Is it mismatch? It's a heavy mismatch. How many people will be not having jobs then? 99,000 people will not be having a job. Understood? So can I go and cut off the university? 9 lakh ko fail kar de? Nahi kar sakta. Can I ask the government of India create 10 lakh jobs in 1 year? That's also not possible. Automatically, which unemployment will rise? Educated unemployment will rise. Is it okay? That is what the textbook lines are. Let's proceed. A study showed that unemployment, a paradoxical manpower situation. I love this word paradoxical. I'll explain. Witnessed as surplus of manpower in certain categories. Underline the word surplus. And shortage of manpower in others. Now tell me, what is this word paradox? Very bad. He's admiring me like I am the Angela Merkel of Germany. She was the Chancellor of Germany. Angela Merkel. Only. Okay, old is good. We always believe paradox means exact opposite. In one sector, there is surplus of manpower, but there is no job. In other sector, there is so many jobs, but there is no people to work. Can you name any sectors like this? A lot of jobs are there, but people are not there. As you call ISRO, a time was there, Indian students used to be qualified for NASA exams. And to be very frank, North Indian states ranks number 1. I don't remember exact. Out of so many exams throughout the world, Indian students selected to NASA were 12 in number in 1 year. And I remember looking at the video of that Kalpana Chawla. Everybody knows who was Kalpana Chawla. When she took off to the space, she had written a small diary in which she has written she was very confident that she will not come back alive. And the body which was fully known. That also showed. So Kalpana Chawla was a real inspiring example. So many. She was in Delhi also before her. I think what is that shuttle name? I forgot. They were there for some few months. So this is what a ISRO scientist can do for you. The inspiring example. There we have a lot of vacancy, but how many are qualified to get a scientist? Even the late APJ, everybody knows, he was disqualified from Indian Air Force exam, not once but twice. Can we imagine such an intelligent scientist of India and is disqualified? So when he became the president of India, he was the first president to fly one of the jets in India. And you name the jets that he flew? Mirage 2000. उसके बाद एक छोटी सी लेडी बनी. She was the next president. She was also on a she said मतलब उसका height अभी president है. Because she was backed by Sonia Gandhi, the lady. That is the real surname. In fact, they do not have Gandhi. They have Gandhi. Cool. Suddenly I feel ants have so many inside the pants. Check. Is there many? He's ready to check also. And Rucha is thinking, what is they doing? What are they doing, Rucha? You don't want to fly high? You don't want to fly high? Look at Aishwarya. Aishwarya, what is exactly going on in the class? She's directly embarking on you. Tell them not to. Every lecture they do like this.
Yeah.
Nobody controls them. Shall I go and give them a tight slap? On your own, huh?
Yeah.
Surely. Next time you misbehave. Aishwarya Chata. So, these movies you should watch it to understand how these children are inspired to become a scientist. अभी आप ये rocketry है और भी है मैं बताता हूँ. Now I can collect. The children should be taken to certain science exhibition where a model of this rocket is kept and they explain to you in such a neat manner. I remember during our school days we have gone to Nehru Science Center where we could meet the scientists, we can talk with them. They explain the different phases of a rocket. Like, getting a rocket to space is not an ordinary job. And India का first rocket का जो top जो point pass था, that was brought on a bicycle. That was our poor ISRO. Second rocket was a little bit big, a bull and a cart drew them. And आज भी लोगों ने photo देखा है, तो bull क्या बोलेगा? अच्छा, ऊपर उड़ रहा मेरे पीछे आ. So today what ISRO has achieved, अभी का जो budget है ना, I remember something 36 crores only. 10 times cheaper than what a NASA or a Chinese government does it. Only 3 countries have achieved. One is China, other is US and Russia. India might be the 4th country. If this becomes successful, then we have Gaganyaan, where first time Indian astronaut will be landing in space. I see one among you. बोलेगा नहीं, क्लास से मैं बाहर जाके लैंड करता. Because the first person who went around the space, anybody? He was a Russian. Went around the space. His name was Yuri Gagarin. Yeah. Azam he was his colonial brother. Yuri Gagarin. He did not enter the space. He just had to look around. So even today, Russians have an upper hand in space technology. I don't know if you love wars or not. Nobody loves wars. Human casualties, correct. But they say future wars will not be fought on the land, not on the soil, not on the water. Space. Each country will try to attack each other's satellite. अभी इंडिया का सैटेलाइट अगर मार दिया तो हमारा पूरा कंट्री खत्म. No communication, no? How will you communicate with each other? So look what kind of, so that's why we have a missile called BrahMos. It can hit any rocket which is entering into the space. They say 2.5 minutes it will take to hit the rocket before it enters into Indian space. So that is the speed of that missile called BrahMos. Have you seen the flying BrahMos? Now it can be from land, water and air. अच्छा ये सब बताने जाएगा तो I will have to speak so many things, which I love to speak but not to. Anji, you don't want to?
No.
Definitely. Let us finish this chapter and show some videos. Want to? What?
I think space law.
No, I didn't speak about space. Of course.
Yeah, but this is interesting.
No. She is biting the teeth in between. Yeah, space. But DRDO. Hey, how many of you know full form of DRDO? I will find out after the break. You let me. Okay. Hey, there is wise, educated, unemployment are peculiar. Want me to explain? Just run through it. 152. There is one question. One is defects in education system, growth in industrial and service sector, rehabilitation problem as well as labor strikes. What is this labor strikes? Have you heard about these unions in India? They always put up a strike in front of the factory. They are striking. I'm correct. Then migration of skilled, unskilled labor. So what does the word migration mean? Yes. Is it skilled labor? Generally unskilled. If you go to tea estate, normally it is in hilly state. And people in hilly region are less. So people come from different region to work there. Either they settle there for the time or they move back after the work. Correct? One, look at the way she is sitting, and then she is showing like a Sudarshan factor to me. Rotate, fast. Rotate. Yes, correct. She's rotating. Let us go to effects of unemployment. Now, here you need to underline and write it down. Unemployment leads to, underline the first word, wastage of manpower. Don't yawn. People who are an asset of the economy, underline, turn into a liability. Only underline, turn into a liability. People do not have, underline, do not have enough money. Next, inability of educated people. Underline, find a gainful job. Next, unemployment tends to increase, underline from here, increase economic overload. What is this economic overload, anybody? What is economic? Matlab, Indian government have spent crores of rupees to make you a scientist, to make you an engineer, make you a doctor, but you are not having a job. Is it the waste of the manpower? As long as he or she is not finding a suitable job, government has wasted lots of money. आप बोलेगा मैं तो fees बड़ा है, but the government spends more than what your fees to the particular XYZ school. Correct? Let's proceed. Why does the already hence unemployment has underlined detrimental impact on overall growth. Detrimental के ऊपर लिख देना dangerous. Dangerous or death blow. Actually, literal meaning है detrimental का death blow. But here you are dangerous. It also wastes. Underline the word wastes human resource. People cannot be used as a resource. But now run through all the points and put the heading effects of unemployment and copy down these words in your notebook. Then we'll go ahead. What about the this wonderful design. 100% indigenous system. I think. क्या हो गया है नीचे बाहर आया ना next lecture don't sleep shall we move ahead 5 minutes is left I will discuss the question answers with you effects हो गया then employment scenario in 3 sectors what is scenario to see look at the primary sector agriculture underline most labor absorbing no most labor absorbing. Second point, in recent years there has been a decline in dependence of population on agriculture. So where they are going now, they are coming into secondary sector. Some of the surplus labor in agriculture underline surplus labor moved into secondary or tertiary. Let us go into secondary. Small scale manufacturing is most labor absorbing. What is this exercise written over? About small scale exercise, small scale industries. Okay, let's get to the next page. Tertiary. In this case, tertiary sector various new services are appearing. Open bracket biotechnology, IT, and so on. There you can write services. Write down branching of doctor. Then you write lawyers. Then you write engineers. And then you write finally the most deprived section, teacher. Got the laughter, very bad. Now there is employment opportunities in India. This is just to read. Okay, you have to read it. Then this case study I will do it in my next lecture. Almost chapter is completed, but let us go back to certain pages where you might have missed. I think we have done all the pages. We didn't miss a single page. Under education, you have to read page number 145. Write the heading education. Just read it. There is one scheme they might ask you, Navodaya Vidyalaya. Did you see?
Yes.
Underline that. Vocational streams. Then there is one total outlay. Outlay ka upar likh dena expenditure. What government of India is doing expenditure on education? Look at that. It was only 151 crore. Now it is how much? 99,300 crores. In which budget? 2021. Are you guys understanding or I'm just reading alone? Okay. Then let us come to page number 146. Main purpose of education, just tick it. Literacy rate have increased from, did you see, last part of the page, 18% to 65%. And disparity, that is differences, only underline that word, vast differences across the population. Generally in India, which population is better literate than the male population is better literate than the female? Cities, you don't find the difference, but you go to villages, you see, normally girl children are not something like that. You underline 14.2% higher in urban areas than in rural areas. Literacy rate varied. Underline Kerala is the first state. Abhi actually 99.9% there, but you write as per the textbook 96.2. And as always, Bihar is the lowest. You circle that. Then primary school. You write 8.41 lakhs, the system is expanded. Weakness, you write huge expansion of school, diluting the poor quality of schooling. Dropouts, those are not failure students, those are little discontinued students. So those who are unable to continue the education because of the poor. Some people tell me, sir, government provides them free. But garib ko lagta hai ki if the bacha goes to the school, they might go to a small factory or earn some money. So they don't send even free education because of the poverty. Let us go to Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. That is an Hindi word. Step towards providing, underline, elementary education to all children. Put into bracket. How many years? Come on, everyone. 6 to 14 years. By which year? 2010. We are far ahead now. It is a time-bound initiative. Underline only that word time-bound. By which government? Central government. Circle the word central. And local government and community. Bus. Abhi take a star mark for midday meal schemes. What is it? Implemented to encourage attendance and retention of the children. What is retention? You write continuity. And did you see what is this midday meal? For all the poor children, Government of India provides them meal, lunch. Some schools they provide even 2 eggs, 1 glass of milk to the small kids. Every day it is given. And I think in Maharashtra also I've seen majority of the small districts they provide. And that's it. Then you can run through this chapter I had completed with less time. There's one very important paragraph on page number 149. National policy on health status. Our national policy aims at open bracket, improving the accessibility. About the accessibility, write the word reach. How many are able to reach the hospitals? Free of cost. Family welfare and nutritional service. Close the bracket. What is family welfare? You see these nurses come to the houses, polio program, family limiting program. And what is nutritional? They give them some powder-like nutrition, especially for the mother for the first and the second child. Third child also given. But our family planning policy, what is that policy? In Hindi also we keep saying, what is it? Hum do, hamare do. Matlab 2 children in a family. Let us go to other lines. Over the last 5 decades, India has developed manpower circle, primary, secondary and tertiary sector. अभी ये पूरा result ही है, बस इतना ही है. You can run through and tell me where you need my help. There's a paper given by our which student? DAV Public School. MC question, anybody you want me to discuss it? Look at that. Which party always won election in Mexico? Okay. Name the area that got submerged under the sea during. Very good. Who wrote the Declaration of Rights to Women and Citizens? Olympi. Name the highest peak in India. It is Kanchenjunga, but check it. K2 is for the world, I think, not in India. Then when was the slavery finally abolished? Hey, you take a copy. These 2 guys are looking. She's right. In the given question, assertion and reason, this any 2 features of democracy written? Then give a point of difference between modern and multiple farming. Hey, this is that chapter number 1 of economics. Who was Napoleon Bonaparte? Why was he called a liberator? Yes. Napoleon used to be So what did you confuse with? He was a French ruler, Napoleon Bonaparte. Why is the difference between the duration of the day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir? And Bolo, what is the answer? What is constitution? Rules and regulation according to which a country is governed. Why do we need a constitution?
It just takes the degree of trust and coordination of people.
Good boys. Yeah. Explain the positive and negative impact of Green Revolution. 2 points each. Because it's a 3 marks one. How many points you write? Only 1. That's 3 points on each side they'll ask.
So I write 2 points on the positive.
Describe the non-farm activities. Non-farm in Palampur. क्या लिखा? Dairy,
shopkeeping, small scale and transportation.
Very good. Non-farm, that is done. Read the extract done. Oh, it's related to China. Either आया है. Who was Maximilian Robespierre? Reign of Terror. Describe the features of Purvanchal.
Very constricting.
सर नहीं मैंने लिखा बट मैंने ना 2 पॉइंट्स वर्स किए उसकी वजह से 3 पॉइंट बता रहे 5 पॉइंट
Hey, it's not a running.
It's not an
Sunday,
You came only from a teacher.
sir, mother and accepted one lecture.
So she pushed it and you dropped it.
Very bad pushing.
Yeah, this is great.
You attend both the lectures now, then why are you running?